Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the self-care and protection reading for October. So I was really pulled and moved to do this reading this morning on the 1st of October for the month of October, all about self-care and protection, which I really feel that we're going to have to utilize all the tools in our toolbox to stay uplifted and in positive energy. Because the more you uplift yourself and go for things, which this is a month of action, you'll be surprised what comes out of the woodwork to lower your energy and your flow. So this is all about self-care and protection as you go forward in October, going for your goals, your accomplishments, what you know you're being divinely pushed and nudged to do, and how to self-protect and take great self-care. To be able to divinely go forward and divinely do what you need to do. Because I will say what's happening now is things could be coming up from the past, or there could be circumstances and situations that get brought into your experience now where you're going to have to remain strong. You're going to have to almost be resilient and stand up stronger for yourself and adjust your energy accordingly and take extreme self-care and protection right now as you try to go forward. It's just really interesting how that works. You're almost being forced to be made strong or realize how strong and resilient you really are. And you're going to have to push through. You're going to have to almost keep reigniting yourself and tuning into the divine to further ignite yourself to go forward on your divine passion and purpose this month. And this is very much an action-oriented month, and I think that's why I'm being called to do this self-care, self-protection reading for October to rely on for whenever you feel like your light has been dimmed, your fire has been blown on, negativity or whatever has come up and reared its head and lowered you in some way, to readjust and reignite yourself to go forward, because it's very much an action month. So I'm starting off with the self-care, self-love oracle. I'll put all the decks down below, but we're going to first get some self-care advice on how we can take care of ourselves in the month of October. As we go forward, it is a month of action. You want to take good care of yourself and your energy, and you want to protect yourself. So I'm going to be pulling all these cards for that purpose. So this is for self-care, what we can do in October for self-care, what would be ideal for us to keep in mind to really take care of ourselves in October, as we have so much to do and go for, and to keep our energy strong. Oh, this already came out. Let's see what this is. Yeah, look at this. Rest. There could be a significant amount of time to just rest and take time out from the rest of the world to tune into yourself physically. Just get more rest. And also you might want to tune into the divine is coming to you in the moments of quiet. But here it says divine timing is always spot on. Let go of your need to control and take a break. You may need some time to really take a break in the month of October to rejuvenate your energy, to tune into the divine, tune into your intuition, or just rest and take those breaks. Take the necessary time out, because it could be the time out that you need so you can take a leap forward. You might get divine, first of all, divine timing is always at work. So when you're resting, you're not missing out on anything. Oh, look at this, evolve. Yep, it's such a month of transformation, evolve. This is us. This is us evolving here. Look at this. You are allowed to grow and to change your mind, your attitudes and beliefs to become, what did I say, stronger, lighter, and happier. The right people will celebrate those changes within you. Keep in mind as you change and transform, and this is us staying in our power, divinely evolving and keeping your spirit up and doing everything you're divinely meant to do, your divine passion, your divine love. Feel free, step into your power, your personal power, spiritual power. We're all stepping into full power in October. That will include evolving. That will include changes. That will include stepping up and rising up and doing things. And you want people around you that support that, that genuinely support that and have your back. And you'll be letting go of things that do not support you and do not have your back. And you're also allowed to grow. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your attitudes. You're allowed to change your beliefs. Everything is for you to become stronger, lighter, and happier. And the right people will celebrate those changes in you and let go of the rest. And I think that's almost like what we're gearing up to do. Like this rest time is resting so that we can evolve in October. There's a lot of action going on in October, a lot of things that you're going to be making changes within your life and within yourself, new choices, decisions, new projects, new things you're working on. You're allowed to grow and change and metamorphose and grow into yourself and express yourself this month in many different ways, and you're becoming stronger, lighter, and happier with every evolvement that you take higher, and the right people will celebrate those changes in you. And there may be some rest in between or right before this involvement, almost like the caterpillar rests before it transforms into a butterfly. But also keep in mind the right people around you will celebrate those changes and to keep forward with those changes. And what is it all about? It's remembering your spark, your inner light. This is what we're reigniting. This is what has to shine bright. We're remembering our sparks. You're here for a purpose. Remember it or define it for yourself. That's the rest. We're tuning in and physically coming back to ourselves, emotionally, spiritually. We're evolving greatly in October, and it's all about remembering your spark, what divinely moves you, what's your divine truth, what's your divine passion, and come from that place. Get back to that place. If you need to take a time out and get back to that place of remembering your spark, because this is a month of evolving from that inner spark. And it's coexisting. You do not need to win or harm anyone to be as you are. Appreciate diversity as part of nature. Variety is the spice of life. This is all about coexisting, going with the flow. It's all about going with the flow in October and breaking free. And that's part of the evolvement here. There are things to break away from and break free from, whether it's your own negativity or people around you. But it says it's time to break free from feeling trapped by your past actions and the judgments of others. You can discard what no longer works for you. If you're under thoughts and negativity from yourself or from others, you can break free of that in October and evolve from that by remembering your spark, going within and remembering your spark and breaking free of anything that holds you back from evolving. This is not a time to be held back in October. This is a time to remember your spark and fly free. And that has been coming up in every reading because we're supposed to dance. And movement, there's a lot of movement and evolving here. We're going up and higher. And in the dance, shining your light. Change is not possible without movement, and movement is everywhere in the universe. You're invited to join the dance. You're supposed to shine your light, remember your spark, and break free from anything that's holding you back and evolve from here. And share your light, and don't let negativity or judgments of others hold you down. That is definite coming through. So let's get some goddess guidance for the month of October for self-care and protection, what we should keep in mind as we evolve. There's a lot of transformation, there's a lot of change, standing strong in your light, remembering your divine passion and purpose, your spark, and releasing the judgments and the negativity of others or what you say to yourself, and evolve. There's a lot of change, there's a lot of growth, and it's all for you to be stronger, lighter, and happier. And this is all through October. So, goddess guidance, yep. This does not surprise me. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. You're not going to allow anybody to feel like this on you. And that's where it was coming through strongly. I feel it's almost like other people are these ropes that hold you back, or you feel like whatever they put on you is holding you back from this beautiful evolving, if that evolvement is a word, evolving. And there's definite boundaries here. Like I said, coming into October, when you step forth in your power, making changes and going forth, remembering your spark, there's it's interesting how all of a sudden people come out of the woodwork to kind of like lower your flame a little bit, lower your fire a little bit, or throw a keg in the wheel. Nothing's going to stop this divine dance, this divine movement. It's almost getting a new resiliency as you evolve to break free, and that's partly having those boundaries. And you're going to have to love yourself. It's coming in through the strength of self-care, self-love, of loving yourself enough to have the proper boundaries, to not allow that negativity or toxicity come anywhere near you as you're evolving and breaking free and remembering your spark and going forward. Being stronger, lighter, happier, you're going to have to enforce those boundaries, loving yourself enough to say no. and saying no to their demands on your time and energy, and having an effect on your energy, because this is moving up. And when people affect your energy, they bring you immediately down or off to the side, because you're knocked off your path in a way, because you're reeling from what they just gave you energetically. And it's time to break free of that. It's time to really be aware of that, because you can't allow that anymore. This has been like a running conversation for a while now, but this is like really coming through. You can't. So definite boundaries are going to be in place for October as we go forward, because there is a new cycle here. It's cycles and rhythms, and it says honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. What's really coming through this time is about the energy levels, and it's a whole new cycle of energy coming in here. It's divine energy that's having us break free and evolving. And there's a lot about being stronger, lighter, and happier coming into our personal and spiritual power in October. It's a brand new cycle where these boundaries are really necessary, because you have to break free and evolve and change and grow and be lighter, stronger, happier. And it's starting in October, and it's this new resiliency of having these boundaries in this new cycle. Yeah, you can't, I mean, again, with the endings and beginnings, yeah. The old must be released so that the new can enter. There's definitely a new cycle, a new beginning, a new ending. And this is the new evolvement that's happening all in October. And the boundaries are so necessary. So let's see what our angels can give us advice with this new cycle of energy, where we have to take really good care of ourselves and have those boundaries. Those boundaries are going to be really key for this new cycle, because this has been coming up in conversations. This has been coming up in readings. This has been coming up in whatever. It's these new boundaries that we're bringing to this new cycle, so that we can be stronger, lighter, happier. Let's see what angel advice we have for October as we hold on to those boundaries so we can evolve and make changes and be stronger, lighter, happier in October. Stronger, lighter, happier. Giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles. Are you ready for that? Cycles. We have cycles and rhythms here. Cycles and rhythms. And we have endings and beginnings. And so the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. Inhales and exhales. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. But I'm telling you right now, what's happening is the new cycle is that we're going to be more on the receiving end, because what's happened thus far is we've been giving. And what this new cycle is divinely giving in a way, with your divine purpose and passion, that you're on the receiving end as well. It's not selfish, it's filling your cup so it runneth over, so you have more to give. And so we're having all these boundaries and new cycles. We're going to be not just exhaling all the time, but also on the inhale. We're going to be receiving that divine love and support and giving it out. There's going to be a new balance of both giving and receiving in places where you were just giving, or you never received. You were never on the receiving end. You're going to be starting to get more on the receiving end. And that is the divine new cycle that's coming in here. And yeah, and as you inhale everything that you want to bring forth to you, exhale everything that you want to release. But more than that, we're going to be more on the receiving end, which is bringing in that's the new cycle that's coming in. That we're going to be more on the receiving end. It's going to be a more balanced giving and receiving is what I want to say. Notice the signs. Notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and you're never alone. You're never alone through this new cycle. You're never alone through the changes and the things that are going to be happening in October. They're giving you signs on how you can protect your energy, which way to go. They're going to be helping you and giving you those sign symbols and messages, whether on the outside you notice it with like feathers, coins, things like that, or in your mind, your intuition. You'll be receiving direct messages and nudges of where to go to create a more balanced cycle going forward. That's really what it's all about. Creating a more balanced cycle going forward. They're helping you do that. And the number one is to tell you to keep those boundaries are really important. And keep evolving. Stronger, lighter, happier in October. In the heart chakra. The heart chakra. Love is in the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. We're all being moved to, we've cleansed out a lot. The divine healed our hearts all summer long. We've been shedding so much. We're getting back to acting and living from the true heart chakra, being more loving to ourselves and more genuinely divine love to others. And this has been the clearing. This is the balancing. This is why we need more protection, though, because we're being asked to freely share more love, the truth of who we are, and come from the real place of love. But with that, you can't pretend the world is not all just a beautiful light place. You have to have boundaries in place. At the same time that you're going forward being this open, loving person, you still have to have boundaries and protection. And that's what they're talking about here as well. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand with perfect protection and guidance. And so it's becoming a more balanced giving and receiving, and more on the receiving end. Notice the signs. It's coming from a real genuine place of love within your heart with everything that you do. We're getting back to that. And opening up again, knowing that it's safe for you to love, but at the same time, feel your perfect protection. This is really big. Your perfect protection and guidance to do so. You'll have the perfect protection because you're going to have the perfect guidance, boundaries. You also have the perfect protection of your loved ones that passed on, your angels, your spirit guides, and all that. You're protected by them. And the perfect guidance, which is notice the signs that you're getting in your life with signs, symbols, and messages, also through your intuition. It's creating this balance of giving and receiving, this true balance within your life, that where you overgave, you'll be now more on the receiving end. It's going to be a divine give and take of energies. You're still working that out, how that's going to go. That's the new ending, a new cycle coming in, and that is the evolvement, because we're acting from a more divine love place, coming from the heart, being free within with the love of our divine passion and purpose, following that and evolving. We're getting stronger, lighter, and happier in October, and they're helping us with that. And the last message is have confidence. So as you're going forth between the boundaries and everything else, have confidence. And moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. And that's what they're asking us to do. That's why they're coming through with the signs, a lot of signs, to help us evolve and be stronger, lighter, and happier, because we do waffle with the confidence. We do waffle with our boundaries. We do get affected by others. It knocks us off our path a little bit. I almost feel like she's sitting on the ground. It's like you kind of see, like, look, there's a path here, and she's like sitting here. It's kind of like sometimes you may have doubts, you may have insecurities, you may think like, am I even on the right path? Why should I even be on this path? And they're saying to have confidence, and more than even just in yourself, but with the divine, and lean on the divine, lean on your angels, loved ones who've passed on, because they'll give you those signs, symbols, messages. They'll help buoy your confidence. They'll get you back up on the path, up on your feet whenever you wobble. And confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God is working through you and with you in all the ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith, because there is courage and faith stepping into your power in October, having a lot of courage and faith. Let's go right to Archangel Michael, as this is talking about how they're protecting you as well on this journey to evolve in October. And the message is from Archangel Michael. Ooh, they're all falling out. Here we go. We have you and your loved ones are safe if you're thinking of your loved ones. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. They're saying that you're safe. They're watching over you and your loved ones. There's a big need to feel secure and at peace and full of faith at this time, and to focus on what's in front of you, your priorities of what you need to do to evolve in October. They're with you. And then this one is self-respect, which is really interesting because it goes with have confidence, have respect, self-respect. And it says, Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I'm surrounded by loving and kind people. This was all about us coming back to our self-worth and value, self-respect to ourselves, love for ourselves through the eyes of the way that they see us. Thank you for honoring and respecting me and guiding me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. This also goes back to having proper boundaries. When you have self-respect, you have proper boundaries. If you're aligned with the divine, no one can come through that boundary. You're aligned with the divine, standing strong and firm in your loving energy, but at the same time, you have to have the self-respect to have the proper boundaries and to know that you are protected in all your relationships, and to always surround yourself with loving, kind people. And they're guiding you to do this for yourself. They honor and respect you, and they want you and guide you to do the same for yourself and grant you the courage to speak up on your behalf. And that's all about standing strong in your purpose, going lighter, stronger, farther, higher, and having the proper boundaries. And this is really important. I mean, like, that's pretty awesome that card even exists. I didn't even realize that in the protection thing. It's all about self-respect, standing up for yourself, protecting yourself, and aligning yourself with the divine when you don't feel that, and balancing yourself, leaning on them. And then here we have a favorable outcome. That's going on with the new cycle, that it's becoming more balanced, give and take cycle here, a favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Again, we have trust and have faith. The things are working out to the better. It's going to be more on the receiving end. That's been coming out, more balance, more giving and receiving, where if there were circumstances in love, relationships, or work where it was not balanced and you weren't on the receiving end, it will be more on the receiving end. You're being encouraged to evolve, change, and go stronger, lighter, farther, higher. We're stepping into our personal and spiritual power in October, going for things, trying to accomplish things, remain in your, have real, genuine love and self-respect for yourself, stand up for yourself when needed. Boundaries are very important. And you're coming from a very love, be open, with your love, coming from a pure heart and divine passion and purpose, but at the same time, you're going to have to be protected and feel guided and protect that loving heart as well. That's really coming through strongly, because there will be times when you're going to have to protect your heart. Let's see where we are with messages from heaven, from our loved ones who've passed on, and spirit guides who guided me to do this reading for self-care and protection for October, where you're evolving, you're changing, you're growing, you're expanding, and they're guiding you. Look at this. We will light the path to new possibilities for your future. Stay aware. As you're evolving, they said they were going to show you signs back here. And whenever you're shook, this has been coming up a lot. Like, notice the signs. They have your back. So if you ever need your boundaries with the people around you as you evolve, they're pushing you to do that to further protect yourself. They are lighting the path to new possibilities for your future. Stay aware. They're lighting the path for you. Notice these signs. They're lighting your path for you. I mean, that couldn't be more clear. Notice the signs will light the path to new possibilities. New possibilities, that's the cycles. That's the endings and new beginnings. Yeah, and there's going to be favorable outcomes coming in here. But it's all about the new. It's a new cycle coming in here. They're lighting the path, showing you signs. Have protection, boundaries. You're coming from a very loving place. You still want to have those boundaries in place. Not everybody in the world comes from this lovely open heart here. They're guiding and protecting you as you go. And then you have, yeah, you're a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. This is definitely about following the signs, symbols, and messages, and stepping out where you belong. You're going to new possibilities, new frontiers. Stay aware. They're giving you the signs, symbols, and messages, leading the way. This all ties into the monthly reading of October. Sorry for the sirens. Ooh. And again, we got this again. I mean, they're really saying, tune into the rhythm of nature. Let us connect there. They're all around you. They're outside you, around you all the time. Whether you connect deeply with them in nature, in the outside, in your everyday, they're giving you signs, symbols, and messages. Again, we have that other card about feathers and coins, and there could be tangible items in your path along the way. They're lighting the way for you. And it says, take the time to pamper yourself or let others take care of you. So there will be definite moments of rest and relaxation and taking care of yourself. They're almost around you when you do. We have like all these speckles of light here, speckles of light here. They're encouraging you to rest and take care of yourself. And that's going to be really important. This self-care, like I said, they pushed me to do this reading. It's all about self-care and protection. So the big thing is there is a lot of change here going on. This is just repeating what we've gotten before with the monthly and weekly readings. October is all about these new cycles and new beginnings, and you're evolving, changing, going stronger, lighter, farther, higher, stepping into your personal power, spiritual power. You're going to create a new balance here that's more give and take in your life. There are new things coming in so that you can be more on the receiving end. You know, a lot of self-care was about like remembering your spark, coming from this place, dancing with the universe. And as you're sharing your light and being divinely in your passion and purpose and all that, it's very important to have boundaries. Have boundaries. They're reminding you to have confidence and stand up for yourself. They're lighting the path. Keep going forward. Step into the spotlight where you belong. They're with you. Notice the signs all along the way. You're not alone. Act from the heart always and break free. These things about breaking free is all about this. Breaking free, it's boundaries. You wouldn't, if you had the proper boundaries, you wouldn't be buried with this gook, right? It's people put a lot of stuff on you. They could put their opinions, their energy even on you. You have to break free. And get rid of that, because we are basically evolving, and this is how you have to remain in spirit, is this way. And the proper right people will support you all along the way. Don't let this distract you. Don't let it detract from you. Have the proper boundaries. You can't let anything shift you off the path. We had another thing about being on the path and like sitting on the ground. This was like they're talking to me at the same time. When that energy comes in that you have to break free, it kind of like, say you're here on the path and it kind of knocks you down on the ground, or you have to get a breather for a minute. They're telling you to rise up again. This is when they're coming through all around you, like tune into nature almost. They're all around you because they're bringing you back up. Like, have the confidence, have the confidence. Don't believe in whatever you needed boundaries from, where you were buried with with this. You're supposed to have confidence. And so let's read this card again, because it says moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. That is so key. And that will help you along the way if you ever get stumbled or you feel like someone pushed you off the path almost with their energy. Because when you do that and tune back in and get your confidence from them to keep going forward as you're evolving. I know I go all over the place, but Spirit works like this with me, and the cards are all talking to each other, and it's like a big conversation through all these cards and multiple different levels. Because when you get back up, when you come back up from sitting on that road and you got that confidence, like you leaned on them to get the confidence to, rise up, keep going stronger, higher, more confident. It's going to lead to that favorable outcome. And that is, thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me to trust and have faith. And that's what you're thanking them for here. Because we're going through this month really evolving here. We're really changing. We're really evolving. We're going stronger, lighter, happier. And you're supposed to lean on them to get the confidence, the self-respect, to have those boundaries. Keep rising up, keep standing up. And it's a favorable outcome. So this has been the self-protection, self-care, self-protection reading for the month of October. I wish you all the really best. Don't let anything knock you off your path. Go stronger, lighter, happier. Keep going. Lean on them, the divine, whatever you believe in, your loved ones passed on, spirit guides, loved ones, for strength and for confidence, and know that they all work through you in a sense, that you lean on them and they're pushing you to evolve. They're helping you to evolve and get stronger, lighter, happier. You can break free of anything else that is not of that. And when you feel that energy that kind of knocks you on the ground over here on your path, you lean on them for that protection and that confidence and all of that, and they will reignite your spirit to feel lighter, stronger, like that, to help you evolve, because it is a new cycle coming in. You'll be more on the receiving end. Keep giving from a pure heart, from your pure divine core, and that will be reciprocated eventually. Nothing is poof, but that's the new cycles of what's being created, that more give and take, that genuine giving and receiving. It was back here somewhere. It's more of a giving and receiving, and so that's what's coming in. That's why we're breaking free of this muck, and there's a new cycle. And don't forget, they're all around. They're lighting the path to new possibilities. So stay aware, and you're the star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. They're all around you. Follow the signs and the intuition that you get, and that's leading the way. That's creating the new evolvement here within your life. There are definitely new cycles coming in and favorable outcomes. Lean on them. Lean on spirit. Lean on your loved ones who've passed on, your spirit guides, all of them. Whenever you get discouraged, you feel like dampered, you feel like your energy's lowered a little bit, lean on them right away, because they'll pick you right back up. There's a lot of divine self-care, a lot of divine, there's just so much divine protection here, and they're picking you back up. They're immediately, almost in that moment, leading you to do something or somewhere to immediately pick yourself back up. So whenever you're not feeling like this, and you're feeling more like, at the moment, like this, immediately, look at how diverse, how opposite this is. Immediately, this is what you're supposed to feel like, and they're helping you do that. Remain connected with them, follow the signs, and they're lighting the path, and it's a favorable outcome, and to keep having confidence, and they're going to help you keep having that confidence and picking you back up from here. That's what I really feel it is. It's like they're really helping you to get back up every single time, and then every single time that you do get back up, you're stronger, lighter, and almost more focused. You're more resilient every single time they lift you back up on that path here. So it's really beautiful. There's such tremendous love coming here. It's almost like the minute you make a decision, like if you're sitting here on this road, that you are like, you know what, let me focus. Look how she's even looking at this card. If you focus on the help, the divine help that's around you, and we got a card about in nature, tuning into nature, we're all around you, but whenever you rely on the divine in that moment to lift you up, they will, and every time you are lifted up that way, you're even stronger, more resiliently back on the path. That's what's coming through over and over, and that's been coming through a lot lately anyway, and it's coming through again in this reading, that every single time you get picked up, you're getting stronger, lighter, and it's leading to a really favorable outcome. So just remember to have those boundaries. Know that you and your loved ones are safe. If there's any waffling going on here, keep having that. They're saying self-respect and confidence is huge. Look for signs, symbols, and messages all around you. And overall, this is a time of great evolvement. It's a new cycle of evolvement happening here. And so they're divinely even more with you strongly, even more strongly, because this is what's going on in October. This is the expansion that's happening. This is the transformation that's happening. This is the, everything that's being happening. So there's not much time to sit on the side here, because you got to get back on that path, and they're helping you to do that with all this advice. So great reading for October. So have a great October and take care. Bye-bye.